Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dolbeck. Today we are gonna speak about the new artifact nature rat. I cannot say this word properly, but the nature rat. Well, I don't care. I'm gonna show the build guide. Like I'm gonna tell you what you need, which weapon is the best with the fire staff with it, and like we can even do like a top 5 kind of the best weapon to use with it. Uh, so I'm gonna start with the two best. They are kinda on the same level, if you can see. There's the Fire Staff Blunderbuss and the Fire Staff Rapier. Both are like the strongest meta right now for Fire Staff. And if you play with Fire Staff Rapier, you're gonna need less perk, so you can go with more defensive perk. And if you play with Fire Staff Blunderbuss, you're gonna need a bit more perk, right? So let's start with the Fire Staff Rapier since it's easier. All what you need is Refreshing Pillar of Fire and Empowering Fireball. A lot of people put Empowering Fireball on the staff, but you can put it on the armor too, since the Fireball is only when they are above 50% health. So mostly in war, a lot like people are gonna be most of the time above 50% health, so it's gonna chunk them pretty hard. Yeah. So the rest you can kind of focus, like I say, on defensive perk. This build is not this, and that's pretty good because it's gonna help me to tell you what to not put in. So in this, the health is kinda useless. It's not like the worst perk, but if I can change health for something else like Enchanted Ward, Elemental Aversion, uh, Trust Conditioning, that would be better. And like you're gonna see sometimes there's a lot of hatchet great swords, so slash conditioning can be kinda usable. But what I say is more uh the utter that I just say, like slash conditioning, I think you better change your amulet. If you like usually you're gonna run the trust protection amulet, and then if you see you are getting dug down by the great sword a lot, like you're always at the same position in war, there's always the same dude coming at you with the like great axe and great sword, hatchet, great sword, SNS hatchet. Then you're gonna swap for the slash amulet. If you keep always two's amulet on you, you're gonna be sure to survive better. So yeah, on this build, if I want to make it better, I can take off crit retribution. It's not the dead perk, but almost. I put fire harnessing on my chest piece. I got fire harnessing on all my piece because the nature what give
Bro, you're so quiet. What are you talking about? I can hear you, but it sounds like a little kitten.
you don't like kitten?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yeah, yeah. It's a setting just so people can see the mic on top of my head, even without
Oh,
hearing my voice. You see what I mean?
yeah, I
People can
see.
see me through wall if they are in my group like that.
That's okay. You have a beautiful voice. Let it shine, brother. Let it shine.
Hiya! Y-
Oh,
Oh, your name is amazing. Keep it up. Look at this mom's fluid.
you
Shit.
like it?
Yeah, man. I mean, who don't like
Really?
mom's fluid?
On God, bro. Post that on your YouTube, brother.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, give me a shout out. Say hell yeah to Mount Sud, right?
Alright, alright. Next
I
video,
watched
bro.
some of your.
So, yeah, sorry for the interruption. Alright. So, like I say, crit retribution a bit dead. Fire harnessing, you want it on all your piece because this chest piece don't give you empower. It gives you base damage, and all the empower you're gonna get gonna amplify your base damage. So if you get the ignited uh, rune into your armor, like ignited opal or whatever you want to put, then you put fire harnessing, it gives you 4% per piece. So overall, you gain 10% more fire DPS, and it puts you almost at cap. The reason why you're gonna probably get cap a lot is because sometimes there's Oblivion on the ground. Sometimes you're gonna have like the Sword and Shield using leadership. You're gonna have the Rune of Helios. It still stays 7 seconds on the ground, even if the chess piece is there. You got that empowerment right there that is always up when you are above 50%, and when you don't take DPS, you got another 5%. So it go up pretty quick, and yeah, you want as much empowerment possible with that chess piece so you can just amplify the 20%. So yeah, I talk about the perk now, the weapon. You can go vicious, attunement, empowering fireball. You can go keen, vicious, empowering fireball. If you play with the rapier, you can even put keeny jagged because on the finisher you deal more DPS on the target with bleed. The people gonna take 15% more DPS, so you can even put Kini Jagged on that, and that's not too bad. There's a couple good combination like that you can use, but most of the people are gonna agree that Vicious Empowering Fireball Attunement is one of the best. Keen Vicious. So I'm a keen enjoyer. You see, like when I was playing Mage into the other MMORPG, like World of Warcraft and stuff like that, everyone was saying that you had to put 30% crit chance or like 25% just to. It's like the base physical that you want. Over that is a bit too much. Under that, it's not enough. So it's why I use Keen on my ring too. But I guess with this meta, since you have the 20% base damage, maybe the fire damage on the ring have more value. So you have the choice. You go RT, Invigorated Punishment, and Fire damage, or you go RT, Invigorated Punishment, and Keen Awareness. So you have the choice between the finisher, I already explained why, or the blunderbuss, the pestilence. Pestilence, you know, it's amazing. Doesn't seem like there's an empower to take off, so you can just use that tree for fire staff. This is pretty good if you use double down. If you don't use double down, I got other build guide. You can look my Great Axe Blunderbuss build guide, and into this one you're gonna see the unload the build that is pretty amazing to unload is kinda insane for the burst, and double down is amazing for support. You're gonna put out more net shot and splitting grenade. And also talking about splitting grenade, if you use the blunderbuss, you better put splitting grenade on one of your piece. Like right there, I would take off L, put splitting grenade, and I even put critical retribution and put net shot instead. The net shot is kinda underrated. It's a great perk, I like it, but you don't need it. So yeah, you can not use net shot if you want, but the splitting grenade is like a base perk that I'm probably gonna get today. Most of the people use Stoneform in War. You can use it in OPR too, but I really like using Vines or Detonate too. Even Fire Kick is not too bad. But what you need to remember about Vines and Fire Kick is when you pop them, you're gonna lose all your fortify, so you need to do it at a good moment. There is Cannon Blast too, that is pretty good. So I use the Endless Thirst on my earring. Endless Thirst is amazing, but the Empowering Toe's gonna do nothing because of your chest piece. On my gem, I put mostly Opal and Fire damage, 2 Fire Gem and 1 Trust, and I have the Trust Amulet. And then I pop the Oak Flesh when I'm in war because there's a lot of melee. So with that, I have the resistance for everything. And in OPR, I use more gemstone dust because there's more ranged pressure, and the bow user gonna use split stats or like the lightning bow, you know, the artifact, and like gemstone dust is just amazing for OPR, and hog flesh is great for war since I have auto power. So the other choice that you have is the deep freeze. So if I have to put a top four, that would be like blunderbuss first, finisher second, then deep freeze, and then life taker at the end. Like deep freeze is still very good. It's better than life taker. You're gonna still see people use that in the war, but life taker for fire staff user, you're not gonna have enough escapability, and if you get dug down, it's just gonna be over. So yeah, uh, I recommend more fire staff, blunderbuss or fire staff rapier. The fire staff rapier is easier to use, but you're gonna do less DPS at the end, mostly if you have no one in your group that have bleeds. If people in your group have bleed and you play off them, that's gonna be good, but you're still gonna be lacking net shot, and net shot's gonna help your team secure kill a lot. So between finisher and blunderbuss, it's pretty hard to see which one is the best. My favorite is blunderbuss, but you can do good with the finisher too. I like it. It's depending more on the situation than what you like the best. So yeah, for the tree, fire staff tree, it's that for me. I don't use the detonate burnout because I don't burn out into clump. Uh, um, the haste right there saved my life a lot of time. I don't see myself taking that off. And you even get a bit of I feel like having the fire pillar that gives you mana is pretty nice because the fire pillar gonna hit a lot of enemy, and that's great. While the fireball, it's direct hit, and it's harder to get like direct hit with the fireball than pillar fire on multiple enemy at the same time. So yeah, the rapier, you have two choice. You go with that tree, repose, evade, and flesh. This is what I use because you know, I did a lot of healing, and it's just like, since I do healing and fire staff, I don't want to get you like to always change my build. I like when it's still the same, you know. But you can change the riposte or the flourish and finish. I've seen some people do pretty good with that, and it gives you the chance to be a bit more aggressive, but you lose some good escapability, and you lose a great rend. You know, our riposte rend is kinda amazing. So yeah, this is it. Right now you're gonna use 200 con. I'm gonna use that because it's cheap. You're gonna use 200 con and the rest in intel. In OPR you can go with less con if you want, but I recommend in war to go 200 con and the rest in int. Even in OPR you can do that. Like, you're not gonna see a big DPS nerf by going down on that and adding int, because the scaling is weird a bit. So yeah, this is it for that. So yeah, I think we gone over everything. If I missed something, just tell me. I'ma maybe do more video in the future and add it up. Uh, if you need mana, you can go take it into your pocket. Like, you're fighting to, you can just keep running around and you use the mana like that, and you gain some mana out of it. But most of the time, you're not gonna lack mana. The only build that you're gonna lack mana is with the IG or the life taker, like the void gauntlet. Yeah. So thanks everyone for watching. I wish you a good day. Peace out.